welcome to Bernadette TV, online TV to help you be the best you can be in your business and your life. And this is a very special episode this week because we're celebrating our 1,000th subscriber. Yay! So we're taking a quick look back at some of our most popular episodes of Bernadette TV. So I want to share with you a few things on the subject of raising your fees. If you're not convinced that you're delivering great value and worth every penny that you charge, then you will convey this to your customers. And guess what? That will lead to price objections. No one is coming along to hand out rosettes or give you permission to charge higher fees. That's something that only you can stand for and claim from the inside. Here's an exercise that can help you with this. Imagine I was to sit down with your best clients and ask them about the value that they got from being your client. What would they say? How would they describe the impact that you had on them? What have they gained from being connected to you? What would they have missed out on or lost had you not been in their lives? What would they say about the difference you make? You bring so much more to the table than what you do or what you know. It's who you are that makes the difference. The first person who needs to recognise that is you. And as you do, you'll find that your confidence around charging what you're worth will grow automatically. Today I want to talk to you about bouncing back after setbacks. You know, there's a saying, if you want to make God laugh, show him your plans. And in my 40+ years orbiting around the sun, I've had my fair share of unforeseen setbacks, incidents that quite frankly can bring you to your knees. And so today I want to speak to you from the heart, and if you're going through a difficult time yourself, give you some advice on how to get through this difficult time and bounce back better and stronger than ever. So the first thing is to focus on what's truly important. You know, if there's any silver lining to any type of setback, it is that it can help you get really clear on what your priorities are and what's truly important to you. When Richard Branson was watching his family home burn to the ground, he was watching it with his children either side, and he had his arms around them and said, you know, it's times like this that you know what's really important. This is what matters. So if you're going through a tough time yourself, it's time to get really clear on what are your priorities, what really does matter. And there's a very good chance that some things have been creeping into your life that really don't matter at all, and now is a great opportunity to declutter and get rid of those things that aren't as important. Today I'm sharing my top tips for making your email marketing sizzle. First, get your email opened and read. The first thing you need to do is to get your email opened. The best written email in the world counts for nothing if it doesn't get read. In a recent survey by MailChimp, the highest industry open rate they reported was 48.5%. That means that more than half the time, your email probably isn't even getting read. Now, there are two ways to increase your open rate. First, establish a great relationship with your email subscribers by delivering quality content. Next, have a great subject line. Your subject line is like the ad for the entire email. Honestly, we could devote a whole episode to this topic, but here are two proven subject line formulas. One, provoke curiosity. For example, why it's time to say goodbye, or I'll admit it, I was wrong. These both provoke questions in the mind of the reader and hint at a story behind it. The other way to do it is to promise a benefit. For example, how to keep going when you've got nothing left to give. Not only does this promise a benefit, it also relates to the reader's emotions. Or, get your inbox to zero with this. That's another example of an email subject line that promises a benefit. So notice how, in your question, you've been trying to figure out what it is. And actually, I think you're going to get a lot more mileage by asking the question, who? Who am I called to serve? Who needs my help? And then after you've figured out the who, ask how. How can I help them? What do I have to offer that's going to make a difference to them? Can you see the difference? Can you get the distinction? Instead of you put the focus on you and trying to figure out what this thing is, you're actually putting the focus on who it is that you want to help. So the final piece of advice is to do what you can with what you've got where you are. In the bigger scheme of things, you've undergone the perfect training for you to be able to make a difference starting today. You don't need another training course, you don't need another certificate. You have it. You have what the world needs, and what matters now is that you say yes. You say yes to stepping up and putting yourself out there and serving in the way that only you can serve. You see, there is no one else. with your unique combination of skills, talents, life experience. Only you, Julie, can serve the people that are meant to be served by Julie. No one else. If not you, then who? Here are my 4 top tips for making sure that your free content helps you to attract paying clients. 1. Get over your fear of giving it all away. This comes from a fear that your knowledge is finite, and if you give so much of it away, then you'll only have so much to sell. It's actually scarcity thinking, and if you approach your article writing with this mindset, you'll hold back. The trouble is, people can sense that you're holding back, and that's really unattractive. You can't hold your hands out inviting people to join your party if you're simultaneously clutching your goodies. Irene, I never hold back. When I create free content, such as this video, I do it from a place of, I'm going to give you all I can in the time available, and for those of you who want more, I'll direct you to additional resources. 2, give away your best stuff. I know this may sound shocking, and may bring up fears like, well, what if I give away all my best stuff and they still don't buy? But think about it. When they have a trailer for a movie, they show you the highlights, they show you the best bits, and yet still people buy the ticket. The question you want to have in your mind is, how can I add value and serve, even if they never buy from me? I hope you enjoyed our special episode as much as we love creating the episodes of Bernadette TV for you. And as always, we love receiving your comments and feedback, so please leave them in the box below. That's it for now, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Bernadette TV. If you enjoy the weekly advice that I share on Bernadette TV and you'd like to know more, then I'm here to help you. I want to give you a step-by-step plan to take you from where you are right now to where you want to be in business. And to make it really easy for you to say yes to this now, I've even set up a 10-day free trial. So click this link, come on over, and I look forward to seeing you in step by step.